We're joined by Rajesh Ved Vyas, former MD IGL, to talk more about the outlook for the business. Mr. Vyas, it's great to have you on the show. You have been an industry veteran for long. Do you see the government gas pipeline push recently announced at 70,000 crores achievable or ambitious?
Certainly it is achievable, though a bit far-fetched as of now. But it is an ambitious plan, but it fits perfectly into the government endeavor of the government to give more share to the natural gas from 6% to 15% by 2030. So this is an enabling provision. This investment of 70,000 crores would enable a pipeline network from the present around 16,000 kilometer to go up to around 30,000 kilometer by 2030, which will help the more equitable distribution of natural gas and penetration of natural gas to every nook and corner of the country. So I feel that it fits perfectly well in the government strategy, and it is a very welcome move.
Okay, which are the companies in your view which would be meaningful vehicles of this expansion?
Certainly beyond GAIL and GSPC and other companies, many private companies may take interest, and government by giving indication of very enabling provisions and bringing policies such as pooled tariff of transmission tariff, etc., and in some time back even viability funding, the viability gap funding. So government is walking the talk, and certainly this augurs well and will bring confidence into the investors and private as well as government PSUs to come forward to take up these projects. So in my view it fits well and certainly will see the light of day, though may be appearing a bit too ambitious at the moment.
Right. So, Mr. Vyas, how do you think would states play a role in setting up this kind of an infrastructure?
State only through certain fiscal measures and bringing in enabling provisions will play its part, and government certainly seems to do that. Some time back the government has given indication that they will bring a uniform pooled tariff for the transmission lines, so that there will be hopefully certain fiscal measures like bringing natural gas in under GST. So these kind of roles is what is government expected to play. The investment will be more or less by the government undertakings and the private players, and government will certainly need to play a role as far as market development. Market development means like government and the regulator took up in a very big way the award of city gas projects, and by 9th and 10th round the 400 odd districts will have some city gas distribution projects going on. So this will be a big boost in market development for natural gas, and in time to come it is expected from government that there will be demand in the power sector, for example, as a support and standby fuel for the renewables, and other measures like in SMEs, small and medium scale industries, and commercial establishment where the natural gas is consumed hardly in 35,000 odd such consumers across the country, that there is a huge scope for this number to go up. So for the power sector, for the SMEs, for CNG and PNG, and in the transport sector, government has also announced that LNG as a auto fuel will be launched, and Petronet, I believe, have ambitious plan to set up 500 odd LNG fueling stations across the highways. So all these kind of measures in the market development, as well as the government putting into place the whatever infrastructure gaps are there by taking up 70,000 in crore investment in another 14,000 kilometer of pipeline. So these kind of measures by bringing in policies, mainly the government and its determination and intention to bring in enabling policies and policy framework and the regulatory regimes, regulatory changes certainly will go a long way in bringing into reality what government aspires to do in the natural gas.
Right. Do you see overseas investors also eager to participate in this opportunity?
Certainly, you know, when the regulator announced in public domain that they will be launching in so many CGT projects, 86 CGT projects in 9th round, and in 10th round now 50 projects. So that was taken with a pinch of salt, since in the first 8 rounds against bids invited for 104 cities, the work could be awarded hardly on about 52 cities, 52 GAs. So there was a lot of doubt and skepticism among the investors whether government ambitious plan of bringing 86 in the 9th round and 50 in the 10th round, will it really bring results which government plans to do. But those skeptics were proven wrong, and there has been a huge response in the 9th round, and likely same kind of response in the 10th round, and so much enthusiasm in the investors to come forward for taking up these projects. So city gas is one indicator that government means business and will bring in all those changes and policies which will enable the development of natural gas market in this country. And it is hoped that such steps will be taken in the other possible markets, maybe SMEs, by encouraging the use of natural gas over polluting fuels like furnace oil and petcokes, and use of natural gas in the power sector, maybe as a standby and support fuel for the renewables. So it is hoped that government will do whatever is expected from it, so that the natural gas market takes a big leap, and the present consumption of natural gas, which is hardly around 150 SCMD, will increase to as much as around 600 SCMD by 2030, which is the aim of ambition of the government to make a share of the natural gas in the energy basket to as much as 15%. So government, in my view, is taking and doing everything what is required from it.
Okay, Mr. Vyas, pleasure having you on the show and, you know, giving us all that analysis and view really on where the oil and gas segment may be headed and, of course, gas in particular. But with